And what I wanted to talk about today is shame. Shame. Yeah, shame. I spend most of my time working on relationships, intimate partner violence, and substance abuse. And the reason why I do that is because those are the things that I struggle with personally in my life, that I have struggled with in the past. And at this point, I'm taking a good look at how shame has operated in my life and in the lives of the people that I work with. And shame is hard to deal with because when it comes up, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to reveal what I'm ashamed of. And I think many people struggle with that. And and shame is one of those feelings that, unlike guilt, if I do something and I feel bad about what I did, that's feeling guilty. But if I actually feel like I am defective, like I am the reason why I'm having a problem in life, that's more shame. And we all have the right or the ability to feel ashamed about things that only we understand. Different situations that come up, different things that happen to us, we can feel ashamed of. And so when I try to talk about those things, shame will come up and prevent me from talking about it, prevent me from getting help. Because shame is one of those feelings that I feel like I'm going to be rejected by the group or rejected by the person, um, because of something that I did or some way that I am. And so I want to try to avoid people, shrink, hide, avert my gaze, all that kind of stuff, because I don't want the other person to see me. And, we make amends to the group by talking about what it is that we think we did or the problem that we're having and try to get back in the good graces of the group. But shame itself can be a barrier to that. And I didn't get here by myself. I had some things that happened in my childhood. And I think people that I talk to that experience shame, sometimes we don't even know that we feel ashamed. The best way to hide something is to hide it from myself. So I can act and I can look, I can appear like I'm not ashamed. I can compensate for it by doing certain things. You know, um, wow, it can really operate. It can really get in there. Well, it can kill you. Um, in my life, I didn't really always have words for feelings. So in intimate relationships, I would feel inferior, um, and then I would lash out as a result of feeling inferior to my partner. And I would lash out not in really direct ways all the time, but I would feel resentful. I would feel afraid to say anything, and then angry, and then I would leave and act out gambling, uh, drugs, sex, um, spending, eating, and those kinds of self-soothing rituals, mood altering, habit forming with negative consequences, created more problems in my life and more problems for the people around me. And at the base of it, a big contributor was shame, the way I was feeling. And when shame exists for a long time and it's intense, it can become a self-hatred, hard to identify, hard to understand, hidden, elusive, evasive. And the interesting thing about it is it's healed in relationship with other people. I can't heal it on my own. I have to be able to turn to and talk with somebody about it in order to find some relief. And I never knew that because a lot of the shame that I felt in relationship to other people. They'd say something, do something. I felt ignored a lot of times in relationships growing up. I felt invisible in relationships. Uh, oh man, and So I thought that distance from other people was safety. I rationalized and justified the most outrageous nonsense. And it helped me survive. I got through it. I did some terrible things. I did some things that I didn't really want to do. I did some things that in different conditions, I probably would not have done. But here we are. And so that's where I spend my time, working on, trying to be a better person and trying to encourage other people to be better people, and trying to provide a safe space for a person to turn to me and use me to talk about shame, to get in touch with it, to not be overwhelmed by it, to not necessarily try to feel better. I don't know that I can help another person feel better. What I can do is try to provide a different type of emotional experience. And as a result of that, you might feel better, but then again, you might not. I don't know, but I'm just trying to be the best person that I can be, and trying to heal myself, trying to help other people heal, trying to be of service. That shame is no joke, man. Make you want to hide. When I got 27 years ago, I entered into recovery, and when I entered into recovery, it was a period in my life where I wanted to be forgotten even by God. I had done some stuff, man, that wow, it was hard for me to face it, and I found myself in a place where I was with other people that had that same experience. And they were a little farther along the path than I was, and they were able to talk about their shame, talk about their lives, and that gave me, it helped me a great deal in a relationship. It helped me see that I wasn't the worst one. It helped me attach words to thoughts and feelings. It helped me feel a part of. It helped me learn about myself. It helped me feel more safe within my skin. And I found out through those experiences that I was a responder, that I really improved. If you're experiencing anything like that, if you're doing anything that you can't talk about, if you feel like you don't like yourself, you feel like you're disqualified from living the life that you want to live, you might want to contact me. You might, and if I can't help you, maybe I could refer you to somebody else that might be able to help you. But, I'm down to try to look at that whole issue of shame and how it might be operating in your life, and don't discount shame. Don't make a whole list of things that are wrong and not put shame on that list, because we need to have a conversation about that. But anyway, just, thanks for your time. Just thanks for looking at this. If you think this might help anybody, just pass it on to somebody. Till next time.